sideline, it is their head coach. His team playing well, off to a good start at 5-2. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's well done by the kicking team. Was only able to make it past the 15-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success. And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll go right back to Smith and look up again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get two on this one before being taken down. With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Slant into the hands of Smith. He's to the 15. And he will score. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad, and I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception, but I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
Dak going to put it up right away. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Try again. It's second to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good.
To midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn.
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Dak's going to throw it here on first down. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Now they're in business. Inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Cowboys.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And no chance to turn and go. And one good for just a couple.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. Third, they need 8. Prescott. Forced out wide. And he's in. Dak Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. set to take over once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On the ground, this is Barkley. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's 4th down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This is taken at the 25. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. Linebackers and secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
Second down, Prescott. Well, outside, caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run-after-catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Could have depended on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, Their metrics say go for it. Sneaks the call. First down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah, there we go.
To throw is Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, 27.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Set ball. The All-Pro makes the stop. 3rd and 9. To throw is Dak. He'll air it out down the middle. And it's brought in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. It's a gain of 34.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in the better spot, and that's just a big time.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And that'll go for a gain of 7. It's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. We'll give it a 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He takes off. Big time play for Philly. 42 yards.
42 yards. And the Eagles first down.
Yeah, this is one of those cases, Mike, that the defense is so consumed with locking down all the receivers that they lose track of the quarterback. And after realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucks the ball down and not only picks up the first down, he picks up a huge chunk play.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. A shotgun snap down to Hurts. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end Dallas Goedert that time. And 3rd down coming up. Now it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Look out, Cowboys offense is going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. On 1st and 10, Prescott, front to his right. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2nd and 10. Now, Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll come up to 3rd and 3. Play fake. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the pup team coming up.
And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Yeah, here we go. All right, in. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to run away with this drive with some points.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Third and goal.
Yeah.
Again, Prescott to the air. And he'll take it on in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. That is second TD catch of the season.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are out to a 21-10 lead.
Eagles 10.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Set. Set. 180.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Past the 45. Still going. And he is gone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. But coming on this series, Greg, with the right answer to the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. Quick kick here is good. And one more point. And that takes us to the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Bears. And this is Jared Goff. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Houston Texans. And here comes Derrick Henry. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens on top by 7. It's 17-10. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the first half. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts lead it by a couple of touchdowns at the half. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Interesting first half to see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From 29, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Prescott. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, here we go. Right to line.
On play action, here's Dak. Downfield by Pickens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's good.
A huge play for Dallas. 39 yards.
39-yard gain on the play.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
second down.
Yeah! Here we go! 26. On second down, it's down. That is caught to the goal line and in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead.
17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 11. Now Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
No touch that. And it's
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
24-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So, throw the ball down.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Motion their slot man right on second down. Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion.
The Eagles will
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he'll get in for the two-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he will get it back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Cowboys offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. Finding room at the 35. And up and down just shy of the 40. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
Quick throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. One is complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Donald. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts will try it again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Kenny Clark in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Back to the sideline. And hauled in by Smith. And he will score. Game on. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll run with Gibbs. Oh, big hole left side. And he's got another one. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys tag on one more to their lead.
32. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
No touch, sir.
Hurts to throw. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete.
Number 46.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
On anyone.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's 4th down.
Hey, let's go.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. This one has gone pretty well to 4. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. They hand it to Gibbs. Trying to bounce that one outside and only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Yes!
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That is caught. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are able to extend the lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Eagles offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll begin with first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. The throw taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard
2 minutes
line.
remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Great.
A quick throw, the RPO is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott there for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now Gibbs. Driving it back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Here's Gibbs, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season.